So in this video, I am going to be talking about the difference between sovereign magic and survival magic. So let's start with survival magic. Survival magic is a low vibrational form of magic that you do not have to have a completely calm nervous system to manifest. You can, let's think about where it says in the Bible, all you need is faith the size of a mustard seed. Survival magic, and all that faith is you showing up to do the spell work. And survival magic tends to manifest rather quickly. It's based off need. Now let's talk about sovereign magic. Sovereign magic is a high vibrational form of magic that manifests based off of vibration. Think about how when you get in the car and you want to listen to your favorite radio station, that airwave is always there, but you have to tune the frequency of the car to be able to pick up on the frequency of the radio wave. So you're fine-tuning your frequency to be able to call in or magnetize whatever it is that you're calling in to you. So you have to increase your frequency. Now, how do you get from survival magic to sovereign magic? When you're in survival magic and you're doing these spells, as these spells manifest or land and you're starting to see the results, your confidence in your magic begins to increase. So as your confidence increases, so does your frequency. And you can get stuck in between. Let's talk about that. So as your confidence increases and your frequency increases and you're still operating from survival mode, but you're vibrating energetically at the frequency of sovereignty. So you still feel like you're in survival mode. So you're manifesting things like urgent money, lottery tickets, working with Saint Expedite to bring you fast money or a job. But what you should have been doing while you were doing magic, while you were doing survival magic, you should have been planting those seeds for the long-term success and the abundance to come in frequently, or that income stream for a consistent flow of money. Sorry, my brain got stuck there. Now I can show you how to bridge the gap. So when I got stuck there a few different times, it took Hecate finding me, Hecate calling on me to help me figure out why I'm stuck and why my root work and spells weren't landing as quickly as they needed to, or just weren't landing at all. She helped me understand that my frequency has increased because of all the spell work that I was doing and how successful everything was. But I didn't properly prepare the abundance for that consistent flow of income to come in, so I don't land in these urgent situations anymore. And I'm gonna show you how you can do it. So what she took me through, and I want you to heed a warning here, even this is temporary. It's a higher vibrational form of magic that you can operate from survival mode when you're no longer in the vibration of survival magic. So use these to catch up on anything that you need to catch up with. Use this method to kind of bridge that gap. And while that spell work is working in the background, you're going to start planting seeds and doing spell work for that long-term success and that consistent flow of income. All right. So you can still use this operating in sovereign magic, but this is going to help if you've had spell work like really fast in the beginning and all of a sudden it's not working anymore. It's because your frequency increased. So you're going to use this method to catch up, but then you're going to start doing work for that long-term success and that consistent flow of income. So you're not behind anymore. All right. So the method is planetary magic. For me, Hecate introduced me to the Solomonic Pentacles. I'm not going to teach you about the Solomonic Pentacles because it goes too in depth for this video, and I want this video to be rather short, less than 10 minutes hopefully. So you're going to use planetary magic, which is harnessing the energy of certain planets for certain reasons, if that makes sense. And you're going to easily do that by doing certain magic on certain days. And remember, This is to only catch up. You can still use this for the long-term success, but if you want to, after you've caught up, you go ahead and you start doing your regular form of magic, using the herbs, using the things that you normally work with that work for you, and manifest quickly. This is only to catch up. All right, so we're going to start with the sun, which is on Sunday, and that is the element of fire. And if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. And that is the element of fire. And on those days, well, on Sunday, you can do work for success. You can do work for confidence. You can do work for leadership, fame, and even healing. So if you're writing a petition, no matter what it is that you're petitioning for, you're going to petition and word it in the way as though you already have it. So if it's a job that you want, I have a job as a front desk clerk. I get paid $26 an hour. The job came to me easily and effortlessly, and the interview process was fun. It felt like a conversation between colleagues. And some of the herbs that you can use are bay leaves, cinnamon, and chamomile. And if you want to harness the energy of crystals, tiger's eye. So some of the magic that you can do is candle magic. Remember, the sun is fire energy. So you can take a candle, carve your petition into that candle. And remember, it's going to be written as though you already have it. Even if the candle is small like this, you can still write the petition even if the words overlap each other. So you can even dress the candle in the herbs that I listed earlier inside. Like, you can dress the candle with those herbs. Just put a little bit of oil on it, rub the oil from the bottom of the candle up towards the wick, and then dress the candle in those herbs. You can even burn the petition over the candle. You can use a cauldron. Let me show you what my cauldron looks like. Mine's is small. I'm about to upgrade it, but I burn the petition inside, and I did this on Sunday, and I'm no longer in survival mode, by the way. So I burned the petition inside, and I let the wind carry it out into the atmosphere, kind of like a smoke signal for what it is that I'm calling in. So the next day is Monday, and that's the energy of the moon, and that element is water for flow. So Mondays are really good for emotional balance. Maybe you aren't really good at meditating and you want to dedicate a few minutes a week for meditation. A good day for that would be Monday. You can manifest a stronger intuition. You can get in tune with your spiritual gifts. You can manifest things for your family. Good herbs to use on Monday are mugwort, jasmine, rose, maybe white, but I've used red. And a good moonstone, a good stone or crystal to use is moonstone. So the next day is Tuesday, which is Mars, which is the fire element. Mars, which is a fire element. And Tuesdays are really good for protection work, justice work, like doing work to get out of an eviction. Tuesdays are really good for days to manifest something that you are passionate about. It could be creative opportunities. And it's also really good for overcoming obstacles. So that could also be work around finances. Like, I would think like sweet and heat. So using sugar and maybe cayenne pepper. If you don't want to use herbs, go ahead and just light a simple candle. Speak to the flame your intentions. Take a petition, burn it over the candle, or carve your petition into the candle and let the candle burn all the way down using the fire element, candle magic. This video is probably going to be longer than 10 minutes, so it might be 2 parts. Come back for part 2.